Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Movie Phantom's Horror Review. I, of course, am the Movie Phantom, and you all know my sidekick here, Misery Black. And I want to thank my guest, Billick, from last week. You can see there we have no corn children running around this week. So, this week, we're hitting you with two new reviews. We got the original Amityville Horror and Child's Play. The one on this side, not the one on this side. So yes, that's the two movies we're doing tonight. Now, last week I asked the question, what was the top 3 movies that you liked that everyone just kind of shits on? And we actually got some good responses. 13th Wolfman hit us up with a video response. And he said number 3, his was Wolf Creek. I have not seen this. Have you seen it? It's not that I don't like, I've heard, I hadn't heard really a whole lot of bad reviews. I mean, it was like a middle thing, like your, average horror movie. I actually had a friend who was actually in Australia, and he actually visited Wolf Creek. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I've never even seen the movie, but I'm sure if I would have actually been there, like, yeah, we're watching this thing now. Reason I haven't seen it is there's another movie called Cry Wolf. They came out around the same time. And I just remember thinking, like, oh, that's weird, 2 wolf. They also have a C in the first, And then
double, triple.
Dude, it was horrible. It really was. You'd probably like it actually.
What?
I see you liking Cry Wolf actually. She likes Scream 4.
See you
That's all I'm
liking
saying.
it.
You like Scream 4. You like Cry Wolf. Anyways, yeah, Wolf Creek though.
I see you liking anal rape.
You like sodomy. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think it's that one reason alone. I just had no desire to watch it. At number 2, he said The Village, and I totally agree. Dude, I love all M. Night's movies. I think he gets shit on for no reason. I didn't watch The Last Airbender because I'm just like, I don't care. But, Sixth Sense is, great. Even though I do agree with you, man. I think, for me personally, Sixth Sense is probably at the bottom of his movie list. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's like saying Jackie Brown is like my least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. It's still a brilliant fucking movie. Like Quentin Tarantino, his least desirable film is still better than like everybody else's movie. Period. So I like Sixth Sense, but it is probably my least favorite. I love Unbreakable. I think it's great. I like Signs. I thought Signs was really good. Lady in the Water I thought was really damn good. The Happening. But my favorite M. Night movie is The Village. And you're right. I got a lot of shit. And yeah, I consider it a horror movie. It's in my horror movie section. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not. It's got more of a horror element. It's in that genre. Has a feel to it, I guess, but yeah, we'll count it. Have you seen it? The Village?
What?
Have you seen The Village? No. And then he said his number 1 was Halloween 3: Season of the Witch, and yeah, I like it. I mean, I'll do that same cop out that everybody else does. They're like, well, it's a good movie, just not a good Halloween movie, and I'll agree with that. Yeah, I mean, but really, are people still bitching about this? They're like, well, it says Halloween 3. 1, 2, and then 4 through 8, they're all, I'm like, really, get over it. It's a fucking movie. Watch it, enjoy it. And it really is a decent movie on its own. Have you seen the third Halloween?
Yes.
Alright, see, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, good stuff. So yeah, thank you, Wolfman, we appreciate it. And my boy Satan Slayer's Lair hit me up with his. He said, I said it right this time. At number 3, he said Cursed. I'll be honest with you, I saw part of this on the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, I had to walk away. I was like, oh my god, and I know, like, I normally don't try to watch, like, actual movies on TV, like, first, like, I always try to watch it, either on DVD or whatever, because it's uncut, but this one, I could not get into it. I gotta agree with, like, the majority of people here. I just thought it was horrible. I think you'd like it. Well, anyways, yeah, so, but I haven't seen the whole thing, and I don't know, maybe I'm, I watched it out of context, I don't know. At number 2, he said the remake of Village of the Damned. And I have not seen this one. And I should have, because, like, John Carpenter did it, and, like, goddamn it, I love John Carpenter. But, yeah, I just hadn't had a chance to see that one. And he said the remake of Day of the Dead. And I hadn't seen that one either. I'm not going to lie, the thing that scared me away from this one was the fact that it was, like, straight to video. Or if it did have a theatrical release, it was probably tiny, minuscule. But, yeah, like, man, it don't have a, it wasn't like a big hyped up, wasn't like the Dawn of the Dead remake, or in the original Night of the Living Dead remake, where, back in '90. So I was like, man, if they're just kind of thrown under the radar, how good can it really be? So I haven't seen it. I won't, not watch them. Like if I come across any of these movies, I'll definitely check them out, But yeah, as a three, so I want to thank you guys for doing it. Now this week, I always try to get the top three because I got plenty of top threes. We can just be like, what's your, top three movies that really take place inside the mind, and we can do anything. But I'm like, I try to get the top threes to kind of reflect our movies we have here. And I think I've already did like your favorite haunted house, or top three haunted houses. I was thinking like, maybe we all do like the top three, killer toys, tiny killer slasher. I don't know.
How many killer toys are there?
Well, there's a few. You got dolls, Puppet Master, demonic toys, Chucky. You can throw a leprechaun in there, even though he's not really a toy, but fuck, he's small. Pinocchio. Pinocchio's Revenge. Yeah, that's what it was. But I was like, even that though, there's still like only like, unless you're doing like every sequel to Puppet Master or whatever, there's really like only 5 you can pick. So I was like, okay, well let's look at what we got here. I'm thinking, could this spawn a lot of shitty sequels? A lot. There's 8 movies altogether, not including the remake. And they just kept getting more ridiculous. At one point, like, a lamp is possessed, and it moves to, like, a person's house in, like, California, and they're like, hey, my new lamp I bought. And now...
lamp monster.
But, no, so, like, the lamp's going crazy, or, the lamp basically infects the house, and at one point, there's a clock that goes crazy or whatever, like, a clock's possessed, and I don't know, it got
Each different movie is about a different...
Pretty much. And then at the last one, they're back in the regular house, but for some reason the house is not haunted. It's a dollhouse that looks like the house. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we'll go this route. I was going to say top 3 worst horror series. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't really think of 3. Like, I usually like most horror movies. Like, even the ones that, like, even bad movies has good series. Like Hellraiser. It gets shit on a lot. I think it's got some damn good... Like, there's a couple of duds in the series, but overall not bad. I like the Saw series. So, and truthfully, if you guys want to do a top 3 worst horror films, worst horror series, be my guest. I'll be honest with you, I only have one I can think of, and it's this one right here. It's Amityville, love the movie. The series is just ridiculous. Like, I'll say 1 and 2 are good, and after that, it slopes down. There's some aspiring scenes in certain films, but overall, but yeah, I can't really think of any other series I don't like. Like, I'm trying to think, like, even movies I don't like, or like movies I don't like, usually there's only 2 or 3, and once again, a series is anything more than 3 films. If it's 3, it's a trilogy. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyways, yeah, so I
correct.
Do what?
Gotta be correct.
I do gotta be correct, that's what they're paying me for here. So yes, worst horror series, and I'm gonna say Amityville Horror. That's all I got right there. Like, even like Child's Play, like I think 2 and 3 are. But I really love Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. To me, okay, that doesn't constitute a bad series at all. So what about you? I mean, do you got, like, off the top of your head, or any horror series that you just do not like?
Not right off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it.
Well, we'll be here, so if it comes to you, go ahead and throw it out there. So I want to know, what is the worst horror series you guys have seen? Multiple ways to hit me up. Video response, you can do that. You leave the comment right down below. My Phantom Friends can hit up on Facebook. And of course, what? You're killing me here. Phantom Friends. I spell for PhD.
I know.
Yeah, you know how to do it. And of course, you can hit me up. You can email me at
there is no point
moviefam7@gmail.com.
There's no point in telling your email address.
Oh yes,
no,
don't
email.
So anyways,
email
yes.
video response. Don't email video response.
You good?
No.
Oh, you bust my balls. All right.
Yes.
So yes, multiple ways to hit me up. So there you go. All right, I'm not gonna lie, not a whole lot of news this week. I didn't really see a whole lot going on, but there's a couple things that did hit my eye. Now you've seen Gremlins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 and 2, or just 1?
I don't even remember. I know I've seen them, but it's been a while.
Well, apparently they're talking about doing a reboot to it. Apparently, at first they were trying to talk like, maybe we're going to do part 3, but Joe Dante is just like, he thinks everybody's, like, all the original people are just too old now, and really, and I'm like, yeah, it's one of those series where I can care less. Remake it, does it really matter? Like, I don't really think that's really like hollow ground or anything, it's not like they're remaking like they're doing the Escape from New York remake. Really? Or do we have to remake it? Dude, Kurt Russell's still fucking alive. John Carpenter's still fucking alive. Why are we remaking it? There's a story there. Snake Plissken's getting old. He can maybe, he's still trying to escape some sort. I don't know. That movie recently with Guy Pearce, and like he's got to like break into a space station and like rescue the president's daughter or whatever. Dude, it looked like it was like a rejected escape movie. Like literally, like, there's like Mr. Carpenter, we got here's a escape from space, and he's just like this is a joke, and they're like, oh shit, we'll make it with Guy Pearce, and like Guy Pearce is trying to act extra cool. It looked horrible. I didn't watch it, but yeah. So Gremlins reboot could be coming soon. So and then finally, talking about horror series, Wrong Turn 5 Bloodlines. Finally, the trailer's out for this thing. I saw it. I'm digging it. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's always the same thing. It's like the one thing I will be like, yes, for the most part, every movie is the same. I like it. It's just a bunch of dumb kids getting slaughtered by a bunch of cannibal hillbillies in creative ways.
Isn't broken.
Exactly. I mean,
it's not broken.
It's not broken at all. Keep cranking them out, guys. Keep cranking them out. I'll watch it when like Wrong Turn 25 comes out. The wronger turn or whatever they'll call it, and I'll be like, I'm in. I'm fucking in. So yes.
The next one will be the even wronger.
Even wronger turn, yes, and U-turn will be one of them. I don't know. They'll keep making titles. So anyways, I do think the subtitle is called Wrong Turn 5 Bloodlines, and they already did a Hellraiser Bloodline. I guess they're an SD on it. Well, it's a totally different. I don't know.
Oh, don't overdo it.
Exactly. So, all right. So yes, now I've actually seen a shitload of new releases this past week. Remarkable. First up, I got The Cabin in the Woods. Watched it last night. No, shit, watched it this morning actually. Wow. Phantom's losing track of time right here. You know what? I really dug it. I thought, without getting too in depth on it, before, like when it came out, I just remember it got a lot of shitty reviews. Everybody's like, "Oh, fuck this movie. It wasn't what we thought it was gonna be." And then, like as it got closer to it being released on DVD, everybody went like opposite. They're like, "Oh, it's brilliant." So I knew not to expect straight up like a horror movie, but at the same time, just keep your mind open. And you know what? It was great. Like I really loved it. I thought every scene that had Richard Jenkins and Brad Whitford in the control room. I'm not getting anything away. That's in the trailer. You see it in the trailer. That was just brilliant stuff. Like literally, it was very comedic. I thought the writing was really good. Like really, it's witty and hip, and I don't know. It really kind of, I don't know. It was, yeah. I mean, it was literally like it was kind of like poking fun of horror movies, but at the same time, it was, it was, I don't know. It was good. It was clever stuff.
Hip.
I'm saying hip.
It was hip.
It was hip. So, Chris Hemsworth, he's Thor in the Avengers, and in Thor, I guess. But he was really good in this one. Like he played like the jockey kind of guy. I don't know.
He looks like the jockey kind of guy.
He does. He really does, and he pulls it off. I mean, he really did good. The only I've had one complaint about this movie. I felt like it was just way too dark, and I don't mean like in the tone. I'm talking like actual way it looked was just like any scene.
Like the color.
Yeah, every scene that was outside in the woods.
The feel of the movie. Like the color.
Every time they was outside in the woods at night, dude, you couldn't see shit. And like you would like see like a presence pop up, and then the music would be like da. But I was like, there was no such thing. I couldn't even see it. Like I'm like, what the hell? And dude, it was ridiculous. Like it was horrible. Like I had to like black out my window, put a blanket over the window, had the lights off, and I still couldn't really see it. I mean, it was literally just, it was that dark. But if you get past it, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's only a few scenes where it's just ruthlessly dark. Stick with it, because at the end, like when you kind of like discover what's going on, because even like at the beginning, you're like, okay, I know what's going on. I get what they're doing. You're not. It's not like that at all. It's a totally different thing. I don't know. Brilliant though. I'm giving it, high thumbs up. So yeah. Also saw The Loved Ones. This movie was fucking brilliant. This is a trailer I showed you where the girl has they like kidnapped the dude and they have a prom basically.
Oh yeah.
Watch that.
I remember.
Dude, it was twisted as shit. Like the tagline or like the little review thing was like, it's 16 Candles meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, dude, perfect. That's another way to word it there. Oh, dude, loved it. It is Australian or British. It's one of the two. I almost say Australian. So like, if you're that typical American who's like, well, they sound funny, I don't want to listen to it, and don't do that. It's a damn good movie. I dug it. And another one that had a lot of good humor in it. Like there's like this whole like side story that's going on while like the main thing's going on with these. Like his buddy is like getting like he's going to prom with this goth chick. And it's just the most awkward thing for him. And I don't know, I see a lot of myself in this character, so I'm kind of rooting for this guy, you know. Good stuff. I don't know. Highly recommend that as well. And I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the stuff in this movie is just flat out effing twisted. Like I don't know. Good stuff. Definitely check it out. And then finally, I went last weekend and watched Resident Evil Retribution. I thought it was really good. Once again, it's what you expected from a Resident Evil movie. I'm hearing some like shit reviews. Everybody's like, "Ah, fuck this movie, blah 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 blah. It's horrible." I'm like, really? What did you want? Are you, like, and these are probably the same tricks that were like just bad mouthing every one of them when they come out, but they're still paying to see more. They're like, oh, last one's shit. I'm gonna go ahead and pay my $8.50 to watch this one and just shit on it too. They're gonna watch it. They're gonna watch part 6. They will definitely go watch part 6 and then just like cry about it. I liked it. I thought it was good. I guess I had any complaint, I guess. It starts off very convoluted. Like it's literally, you gotta stick with it. And I'm not saying like, it's just the plot is complex. It's just, it don't really explain shit. You can kind of figure it out, but once again, like I'm just like, get to the action. Come on, we don't really need a plot at this point. Let's get some ass kicking in there. And we did. There's a little girl in there. I think I read that she's actually deaf. Like, it wasn't meant to be a deaf girl. Like, there's a little young girl, and I won't give anything away, but, in the movie she's deaf, and I read that, I guess, like, initially they, that was not written that way, but this deaf girl came in and gave this excellent performance, and she does. I mean, the scenes with her and Alice in this movie really add a lot of heart and emotion to the series. I mean, literally, in the midst of, like, all this badass gunfight and explosions and just nuts and mayhem, it really is like it has like an emotional core to it, and that's what really kind of makes you kind of root for it more than just your standard. Like that to me was like a little more than had a little more heart than the Underworld where they had like her daughter. I don't know. I just like, you know what? She's like half werewolf, half vampire. Who gives a shit? Like she'll be all right. Whereas Alice has lost her powers, even though you can't really tell, but she still is like super badass anyways. But I'm like, I don't know. I felt more for this, team than I did the other team. But yeah, definitely recommend it. Now, once again, if you don't like Resident Evil, don't fucking watch it. Just stay away. I don't want to hear you guys under like, I hated the other ones, but I just figured this one would be different. Why would you think that? Why? Are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, Resident Evil Retribution. If you like the Resident Evil series, check it out. If not, stay the fuck away from it. That's all you gotta do. Alright, I didn't mean to go on a rant there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a little hostile over here, but I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I walked out with a smile on my face. Alright, we got some viewer comments. You got some viewer comments. We got our boy, new to the show, I guess. Just checked it out. Just subscribed recently. Behind the Bushes. He said he really, dug the show. He liked it. He recommended a movie called Rawhead Rex, written by Clive Barker. I've seen bits of this a long time ago. I do need to watch it again. I'm not gonna lie, I have not quite seen it. But I'm familiar with it. I know what's the story, all that stuff. So yeah, I definitely need to check it out again. Give you a little comment.
Last sentence creeps me out. The face you made, the little sea face.
Go ahead and read the sentence first. I thought it was a nice sentence. It's a good compliment.
It's a compliment,
it's
but the sea face makes it creepy.
All right, well, say a compliment or say that.
Misery Black looks great as always. LOL's little tiny sea face. It's not even like a capital C.
So what's a sea face? I don't know the terminology here.
It's a little C with the colon, semicolon thing.
What's that supposed to be?
Like a face, like a smiley face, like a little creepy smiley face.
I guess.
It's awkward.
I don't know. Well, if I was getting that comment, I wouldn't be a douche about it. So
I'm not being a douche about it. Thanks for the compliment.
No.
Just the face made.
Comment now and just like slam the shit out of her. I'm allowing it right now. So my God.
Okay.
So yes, thank you for your subscription, and yeah, glad you like the show. Up next, our boy 13 Wolfman hit us up, and
hello.
One thing he did say, because last week I was just like, you should leave, multiple boys hit me up, my email, the link and everything, and he's like, you should leave the links on there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just really lazy. Like, that's just what it boils down to more than anything.
Noticed. Because
I'm just like, if you go to my channel, like my Facebook link's there, and I'm like, I give you the email thing. I'm just like, and the thing is, like, I think it's what it is. It's like, it's just laziness all around. And they're just like, well, we don't want to type your email. I'm like, I don't want to type it in either. So, yeah, it's, boom, that's what it is. So that's why I don't leave the links. Yeah, it is. It's just all around. But he actually had 2 questions, and he had 2 questions for us here. His first question was, what was the first horror film that we have ever seen?
Why would you ask this? I can't think back that
Well,
far.
throw it out there. As far as your mind can take you, like to you, earliest recollection.
I don't even know.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure either. But earliest memory, I'm going to say Shining. I think probably Shining's probably the one that I watched at a young age. Can't take a guess. Give us a guess.
I can't even guess. Like
House on Haunted Hill. That was recently. What's the other
that
one?
was
13
recent.
Ghost? The Shining, maybe?
Maybe it was The Shining.
Anything?
I don't even know. Like, I've been watching horror movies for a long time, and like I'll watch them with like other people that I'm around and stuff. Like a long time ago. But I just don't remember.
Not even the best educated guess.
No.
Horrible.
There really
13th
isn't a
Wolfman,
guess.
for your question. You're really...
I'm sorry.
You're douching the viewers right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not sorry.
And, yes, our number 2 was, what's the one horror film that we just refuse to watch? And, I'm not gonna lie, typically I won't refuse to watch anything. Like, I'll usually check anything out. Except, fucking Twilight. Because this little shit right here got me to watch Twilight and New Moon.
I did.
I wanted her to watch the original Halloween. That shouldn't even be a deal. I should just be like, fucking watch it. Here it is. And I should have watched it.
I did watch it.
But her stipulation was, if she watches that, I have to watch Twilight and New Moon.
I don't like it anymore.
Who got shafted? Thank you.
I'll admit that. I don't even
So
like
I guess if there's any horror films that I just
don't
refuse
like
to
Twilight
watch,
anymore.
it'll be like Eclipse on up. I have no desire to see them.
Those are not horror.
I agree, yes, you are right. You are right. They're not horror. That's why I didn't put in my worst horror series, because they're not horror at all. It's teeny bopper romance bullshit. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, they don't really think I refuse to watch.
I really don't.
I don't know. So I mean, even like something bad comes out, I'll come across it. I'll check it out. I won't refuse to watch it. It may be a while before I watch it though. Unlike these pricks who are like, I don't like Resident Evil, so I'm like, no, if I don't like a movie, it may be a while before I watch it, but I won't flat out refuse to watch it. I just won't really go out and pursue it. What about you? Any horror movie you just refuse to watch?
I don't know. I mean, like, I've read the comment before, but I didn't really think about it. Probably should have.
You're just douching all over these guys. Like, literally just douching on them.
I am.
Ridiculous.
I'm tired. I don't even know.
Oh my god. So yes, I guess that kind of same answer as mine. Not really, She'd watch anything. So yeah, but thank you 13 Wolfman for that. I had to carry the slack for both of us here and try to answer these questions because my sidekick, who didn't even watch these movies by the way, didn't watch them at all. That's another thing he was commenting about.
I've seen
he's
the
like,
Child's
you
Play
should.
before.
He's like, you should
But
watch
it's been
them.
a long time ago.
You know.
Yeah, I saw the comment. I watched the video. It wasn't a comment actually. It was a video response.
Well, he made it
and I would
yeah.
know that because I pay attention.
You didn't even pay attention to this question.
Yeah, I did.
You did not.
I didn't think about it. I paid attention to it, but I didn't think about it.
That's what it is. Okay.
Get it right.
Yeah. So anyways, so that's that. Thank you. And Drunken Steve, new guy, hit me up. He's like, I want you to check out my channel. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. He subscribed to mine. So, and I have a thing where I won't just subscribe to people just because they subscribe to me. And I kind of throw something out there. I'm like, don't subscribe to my channel just because I subscribe to you, But I checked out Drunken Steve's channel, and he only done he's new on here, I guess. Only has a video. It's the first video he threw on there was his drunk review of Resident Evil Retribution.
Oh God.
Dude, it was brilliant. Like, I disagree with it, but
Anything
it's
with
fucking...
people being drunk
Dude,
is
yeah.
great.
And I know it's nothing new. There's probably several people in here who, just get loaded and then review. There's one girl in her name, Cinema Dust, and, I don't know if she's always supposed to do this, but, I know, recently she's just been drinking, or at least drunk while she's reviewing. And she always says she's just like, well, I shouldn't be doing this when I'm drunk, and... She does it anyways, but
totally just a show.
But not quite
I
as.
shouldn't be doing this.
But this one, but she's not quite as funny as this dude was just on a rant. I was like, this is fucking gold. I want to see more from this guy. So yeah, Drunken Steve, thank you very much for the sub. I subbed you back. Throwing a shout out there, and everybody check him out. Dude's fucking brilliant. So yeah, that's that. So let's go ahead and get to some reviews, shall we? First, we're heading back to the 70s. End of the decade, 1979, for the Amityville Horror. For you out there who don't know about it, family moves into this haunted haunted mansion. It's a house, haunted house, and yeah, ghost scares them out. Both are based on a true story, and in all actuality, I mean, it is, for the most part, based on a true story. The Lutzes really existed. The incident really happened where they moved into the house and then they moved out. The ghost is, however, that's debatable. I have actually seen a documentary where the cop, I guess one of the cops that was there the night the DeFeos, like the kid from the DeFeos, like wiped out his whole family or whatnot. And then he's been there, subsequently after that, just, here and there, whatever. And he's like, I have never felt any kind of evil presence here. I've never seen a ghost, So yeah, and but enough about the real life thing. We'll go back to the movie, where there actually are ghosts. This is just a classic. Now, I'll be honest with you. Like, I grew up with this movie. I remember I bought a 2-pack. This is back in the old days, VHS. I bought a VHS of Amityville Horror and Amityville Horror 2, The Possession. And double, VHS, popped together. And, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say it was, like, that terrifying. I think one thing I did jump on was early on when they're, like, doing the tour of the house. And, like, when they enter a room where all the murders happen, it would just cut to the gunshots going off. And I'm like, just a quick jolt, I wasn't expecting the kind of thing. Other than that, not really a whole, it's very slow moving. But I remember when I was younger, I really loved it. And I noticed the older I get, though, the more I'm watching it, it is just kind of dull. Like, I'm just kind of like, oh, God, like... And I still like it, don't get me wrong, but I just remember like watching it now thinking like, you know what, I gotta say this, and I'll come out and say, I'm gonna probably get some hate for this one, I gotta say the remake's probably better. It's more entertaining, faster paced. The only thing I don't like is the fact that Michael Bay's name's attached to it, but it's okay, like he didn't direct it, so... I'm pretty sure he did direct that last scene when they're on the speedboat, because dude, like, Bay has this thing about, like, he wants to film in the fucking sun. Like, he'll have the sun, either setting or rising, whatever. He'll have the sun in the shot. He'll just want to film right at it. He gets a fucking glare because the dude's a douchebag. And that last scene, there's a scene where they're on a speedboat getting away, and there's the sun. I'm like, dude, Bay was behind the fucking camera on this day. He's just like, you know what, kid, let me take over here. Michael Bay, I know what I'm doing, Anyway, but other than that, though, yeah, this one is just so... It's just so slow. I don't know, like... I mean, and it's really long, too. It's like almost 2 hours long, which, I'm not the guy normally, like, Dark Knight Rises was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it went through quick.
Perfect.
It was brilliant, yes.
Although the whole time I was there watching the movie, I was expecting to get shot in any second, so I was just kind of looking around.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of like...
I was, too. But anyways,
Exactly.
getting back to, but this one just, I don't know. Good performances. Bad writing, though. Like, don't get me wrong, James Brolin is fucking man. He was in Westworld. I made you watch Westworld that one night. Okay, yeah, the buddy who gets bit by the rattlesnake,
yeah,
and then he gets killed.
Yeah.
It's him.
Oh.
And, dude, there's a scene, and it's so fucking cheesy, because he comes downstairs, things are going wrong, and he just sits in a chair, and he goes, "My life's coming apart!" Or something like that. I'm like, what? Like, it seems so fucking... And boys, again, he's giving his conviction. Like, dude, he's doing it good. But I'm like, who would say that? There's a scene where Margot Kidder, I love Margot Kidder. I'm a big Margot Kidder fan. Black Christmas, dude, I think she's sexy as hell in that movie. Definitely pulls it off in this movie, too. But she wakes up. And, of course, I don't know if you know the story, but, like, the DeFeos, their young son, Ronnie, wakes up one night, claims the voices told him to kill his parents. This actually did happen. This is all, real. But goes room to room and shoots them with a shotgun. Now, that's the mysterious thing, because he killed them all in their bed. They're thinking, like, if a shotgun went off in the house, everybody would hear it. That is the one thing they're like, that's kind of the mystery. Like, why didn't anybody hear the other gunshots going off?
Was it like is this house like in a town, or is it?
Yeah, this is the real house that's still standing today.
Oh, cool.
This is in Amityville, New York. And, but anyways, I guess she's having a dream. But when she wakes up, she's like, "Ah! She shot him in the head!" Or he shot her in the head. I'm like, what? Like, why would you just... I don't know. It came off cheesy to me. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was getting offended, like, that's bullshit. That's a, brilliant movie with brilliant writing. But, yeah, it just seems like there's, like, a lot of problems that happened wasn't really that big of a deal. Like, and don't get me wrong, it sucks. I mean, I guess, it is a big deal, but not, like, horror movie big deal, though. Like, there's a scene where, like, his brother-in-law is getting married, and... Anyways, he's counting the money on the table, like 1,000 or something, and he gets up to talk, he comes back and the money's gone, and they can't find the money. And it's like, what? Like, that's it. But then it's like, okay, but I think in real life, here's what happened. It was like the Lutz stole it. They literally just like, oh, fuck, this. We need the money. And then they're like, oh, a ghost took it. That's what happens in this house. You leave money around, ghost take it, So, once again, I don't know. It just seemed like, but it does have some excellent scenes. Everybody knows the scene, like, you've seen Scary Movie too, haven't you?
Yeah.
The priest that goes in there and he's taking a dump and the flies are all over. Okay, that's a spoof in this movie because the priest comes in to exorcise the house. All right, so bless the house, and of course the flies are just. And that's what I do like about this one though. It is real flies, no CG flies, real flies. I made a couple of flies, but whatever. For the most part, real flies in there. It's not cartoon flies. But anyways, so brilliant.
Flies from the X-ray.
Oh yeah. Not even flapping. But no, like literally though, it is real fly. And it's a good scene. That's when you hear the voice go, "Get out!" And it's a pretty good scene. What's how the boy got you on the show? But other than that though, in all honesty, you could probably get by without watching this movie and just go straight to the remake. I rarely will say that about a movie, but this one, I'm literally just more I watch, I'm just like, I guess if you consider yourself a true horror fan, yeah, check it out so you can say you've seen it, whatever. But I don't know. To me personally, I just gotta say it's good, but I prefer the remake. I really do.
Then again, it could be because you've seen it before, so you know what you're expecting. Like
The Shining. I can watch The Shining all the way through and just be like, boom, it's still a brilliant fucking movie.
Yeah,
Alien, the first Alien movie, same way. I mean, I don't think that's the reason at all. I mean, I think it's literally just, I don't know, it's dull and not quite as engaging as it was when I was a kid.
Exactly, but when you're a kid, you're like constantly like on edge, like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? Like, you're just always like that.
No. Because once again, The Shining's the same way. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, terrifying. And now, well, it's not terrifying, but it's still a good movie. Whereas this one, and just trying to compare Amityville Horror to Shining, that's a crime anyways. But still, it's, I don't know.
Plus, the movie critic in you is coming out and noticing all the flaws.
Yeah, probably. That could be it too. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, you know what? Check it out. Definitely check it out. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, but the remake's better. So, all right. So moving right along. 1988. Boom. Child's Play. I wish I really don't get me wrong. Like, I love the fact that I got double features. But like certain movies, I think I should just have the actual. I want the actual movie. Because this has like no special features at all, and yet The Howling has a shitload. The Howling has like a big documentary and deleted scenes and TV spots and whatnot. Child's Play, I got bare bones on this. I got raped on this one. Anyway, Child's Play is the boy wants a good guy doll more than anything. So the mother buys him a good guy doll. However, prior to this, serial killer and I guess robber or whatever the hell he did, Charles Lee Ray, right before he dies, throws a voodoo chant out there and his soul transfers into the body of the doll. Tell you right now, dude, this movie is literally one of those few movies that when I was a kid did freak me out. And truthfully, I think the only reason it's not even the fact it's a killer doll. Don't get me wrong, killer doll's freaky. Like even now, it's like I looked up and the killer doll was across here. I'm like, you know what? I'm out show. See you guys later. And I just walk away. But yeah, I'm out. However, you know what really scared me the most about this movie was? It was the fact that the little boy was trying to tell everybody the doll's alive, and no one believed him. They put the boy in a psych hospital. And then Chucky's going to kill him there. And there's a scene where, the boy's in the hospital. It's like a, institution kind of thing. And he's looking at the bars. You can see Chucky running across. He comes to fire escape, and he's freaking out. Dude, the boy runs. He's like, help me. Chucky's coming to kill me. Runs back there, and Chucky's still coming. And you're like, and towards the right, boy, there's nothing coming to get you. Whatever. I'm like, oh my god. He's locked in a room, and now this killer doll, and it's a killer doll. You can't stop a killer doll. And they didn't because he made like 4 movies after this. Keeps coming for him. I'm like, dude, that to me was the most terrifying thing ever. Just being locked in a room and no one believes you this killer doll's coming. And of course, he fucks up the doctor on the way in and everything like that. But yeah, this literally, and this is also, I think this is also what initially got me spooked, freaked out, if you will, about voodoo. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I mentioned before, I am an atheist. I don't believe in a higher power. I don't believe in anything. Yet voodoo still fucking scares me. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've seen movies like Skeleton Key and Serpent in the Rainbow. Dude, fucking Child's Play. And dude, Angel Heart. It is, I don't know, dude. I don't fuck with voodoo. Like, I'm down New Orleans. I'm not fucking around. I'm not gonna play around. I'm not gonna mess around. I'm not gonna desecrate nothing. I'm just like, guys, let's enjoy the show. Let's just enjoy what we're doing here. There's no need to, read some book or talk to this witch inside of her mansion. No. We're here. The scene is, like, you know, he goes to his buddy who taught him the voodoo chant. And, of course, the guy's like, you know, you're evil and you perverted the teachings. And the dude's like, I'm going to stop you. And he goes in there. And I don't know why the dude had a voodoo doll, but it did have, like, a money sign. So maybe he made his own voodoo doll and, like, give me money and, you know, whatever. But anyway, Chucky knows where the voodoo doll's at, so Chucky uses it against it and it breaks the leg, and the dude's leg snaps and he goes down. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking terrifying as shit. You know, I ain't fucking with that. And I will never make a voodoo doll myself because, as we're saying it right now, there's a guy at home watching this, making a voodoo doll right now. The fam, like, you know, all right, fam. Oh my god. But yeah, no, damn good movie. Still holds up. Still fucking holds up. The effects, I think, are incredible. Like, you know, you don't get like any hardcore shots of like the, you know, like the only thing you can kind of tell it's stop motion animation maybe is when he's in the like in the fireplace and he just boots the thing out. Like it's a full scene of like Chucky literally coming out of the thing. But other than that, I mean, most of the shots are like Chucky behind a table or they're holding Chucky or whatever. But I think it still looks good. Still good scene whenever she realizes for the first time that Chucky is talking without the batteries. It's a creepy scene. I think like any parent, I would assume that has kids, and they have those toys that would like operate. And because I've had toys before where like for whatever reason it just goes off by itself. You're like, well, that's kind of weird, you know. But you don't think none of it. They don't do it again, you know.
Like it's one of those squeeze when you throw it down and then it goes off.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh god, what did I do?
And in this one, like literally, she's trying to get the talk and everything. Well, what's interesting, like she's talking to it because like at this point, Andy's already been taken away to the institution. And she's like, oh, I'm just crazy. When she sets it down, she gets the box to read it. And when she tips it over by accident, the batteries roll out. And she's like, and when she picks up the doll, she undoes the bag, no batteries. And then the head spins around, but it's still a Chucky voice like, hi, I'm Chucky. He drops it, and then it rolls her and things. So now she's trying to get it to talk, and she's just like that. And she's like, I'm going to throw you in the fire. And then it comes alive, dude. It's incredible. Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, dude, he's fucking awesome. He's the greatest in this movie, dude. Oh, dude, like, as soon as he starts, like, actually having conversation, dude, I love it. Like, I don't know, dude, he gets into it, and I don't know, he really, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the movie is because of him. If it wasn't for this dude doing the voice, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be as good. Chris Sheridan plays the detective. You know him from Fright Night, the original. He was Jerry Dandruff. Dude,
Did you say dandruff?
Is that Dandruff? What is
You
it?
just said dandruff. It's Dandridge.
Dandridge, oh, well, my bad. Sorry, Miss Black. Yes, Jerry Dandridge. And anyways, but yeah, you know, he does an excellent job in this. I mean, really, I mean, acting's good in this one. Directing's real good. I mean, Daniel said nothing bad about it. It's really just a damn good movie all around. I highly recommend it. So, I recommend both these movies to you. Watch them.
I saw Child's Play a long time ago.
And so, anyways, yes, Amityville Horror. You know, check it out. Child's Play, definitely check it out. Highly recommended right there. Of course, this was followed by a ton of shitty sequels. This one was followed by a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie, 2 and 3. I don't know, they're all right. I think Bride of Chucky is by far just brilliant. It has the lovely Jennifer Tilly in it. I'm a big fan. I do too. Big fan of hers. Seed of Chucky, also just brilliant. It's late here. I'm not gonna lie. You can just tell from the. We're soldiering on though. That's why, you know, for the Horror Nation out there, hey, we soldier on for you guys. But yeah, just brilliant. Check them out. So all right, I'm out. Got anything else to say? No. All right, we're out. Hey, we'll catch you later.